Welcome all of you to Animaths. Today what shall we be doing? We'll be doing BODMAS today. Now BODMAS is sometimes also termed as simplification. But then basically how if there are a lot of how would I simplify BODMAS if there are lots of, let's say, mathematical operations, like you have addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. You have all four of them. Okay, along with that you even have brackets. How do we remove, or how do we simplify so many algebraic expressions? What should be given priority, what should not be given priority? So how do we solve such expressions and bring them down to a very simple form? That is what we are going to see today, also called as simplification. These sums come in your textbook as simplification sometimes. Okay, so or sometimes you also know them as BODMAS questions. What is more important today in today's class is that you will see that we shall be learning how to remove brackets. Okay, we'll learn how to remove brackets. There's a total of 4 brackets, and how to remove brackets one after the other and then simplify the question. So there is a particular method of removing brackets. So I have seen this BODMAS is not followed very often when it comes as a part of a question in higher classes. Okay. So you have to understand that BODMAS is not just a chapter in your 6th standard or 7th standard classes, but then it is a very basic knowledge of simplifying any numerical expression. Okay, so let us see how we do it. Okay, so in BODMAS, first thing let us know what is BODMAS. All this time I was talking to you about BODMAS. Okay, so what is BODMAS? Here we have BODMAS. Now let me clarify this first. B here, each letter has a different meaning. B here stands for bracket. Okay, here O stands for off. So bracket, O is for off. This is for division. Okay, this is for division. Then this is for multiplication. This one is for addition, and this is for subtraction. So we have all the meanings of all the letters here. Now why should we learn this? Because in this chapter, whenever a simplification comes, in this chapter we are going to learn what is the sequence of simplification. Means a mathematical expression will have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It will have everything. With that it will also have off. That is a new thing for you. Then you will also have brackets. Okay, so which one to take up first, which one to take up later? It's not that anything you find you just take it up. No, it's not like that. Okay, it is. So you have to understand that there's a sequence. So what to do? The very first one is, if possible, we have to remove any bracket. We have to work on the bracket first. Okay, now this I'll have to take up in details, because bracket also, there won't be just one bracket. There are 4 brackets. Okay, and there is a sequence of opening up those brackets also. Then we have off. Okay, off is what? Off is practically multiplication in maths. We'll see how to do that. Then only comes division. So division has to be solved after we are done with bracket, we are done with off, then we'll have to do division, and then comes our multiplication. Okay, if there's any multiplication, we'll have to do it after that, and then comes our addition, and lastly is the subtraction. So we have to remember this sequence. That is why we learn the word BODMAS, so that we can always remember the sequence. Okay, so let us take a few examples and we'll know exactly what they mean by this. Let me take the very first example, which is 21. It is a 21 minus 12 divided by 3 minus 12 divided by 3, and then into 2. This is how the sum will be given to us. Okay, so we'll have to understand the moment we see it. See, there are so many operations. These are called operations: subtraction, division, multiplication. 3 operations have been used in this sum. So how do we proceed? Which one to attempt first? Not that we start subtracting here and 21 minus 12. Okay, let's make it a 9 and something like that. Or I love doing division, so let me do the division first. I'll write a 4 here first. It's not like that. Okay, so everybody has to follow a sequence, as already said, following the word BODMAS. So here I shall be taking up first according to BODMAS. We don't have a bracket here, we don't have an off here, but we do have division. After bracket and off comes division. So we'll have to divide, go for the division first. So we'll just copy the 21 as it is. Copy the minus sign also. Minus 12, basically what we are doing is minus 12 divided by 3, that is a minus 4. That's why I copied the minus. Okay, and copy down the into 2. So I have worked on one operation, that is the division. Now let me think again. After division comes our multiplication, right? BODMAS. So we have our multiplication after division. So, and last comes our subtraction. So we'll have to wait to do this till the end of the sum. So 21 copied as it is, minus 8. Remember, this minus belongs to the 4. This is where people, they feel this is just a sign. No, it is not just a sign. This sign belongs to the 4. Okay, so this is minus 8. Now, then what? If it is a minus 8, then now we are going to subtract. Lastly is a subtraction. Okay, so how do we subtract? This is a 3 and then comes 13, right? So we get our 13 as the answer. So my final answer is 13. Okay, so this is how we work on BODMAS. That was a very simple one. Let me take up another one, that which says 16 plus 8. This is 16 plus 8 and then divided by 4 minus 2 into 3. Divided by 4 minus 2 into 3. Now you see, here is a question which is using addition, subtraction, multiplication, division all in one. So how to work with this? As always, we don't have the bracket here, we don't have an off here. So we'll go for straight the division first. Copy the 16. Copy the plus sign. Plus 8 divided by 4, that gives me a plus 8 divided by 4 gives me a 2. Okay, minus 2 into 3. Please wait for the next step. Don't try to do, okay, I did the division and I'll do the multiplication now. It should not be like that. Okay, so just be patient to write few more steps and your sums are going to come correct. So as I said, after division comes multiplication. So in the next step, I am going to copy this and minus 2 into 3, that gives me a minus 6. Okay, so now you see two operations we have worked on. We have worked on the plus, the multiplication and the division. Now we are left with the addition. So we are going to take up this and that's an 18 minus 6. Okay. Now 18 minus 6, that is how much? 12. Okay, so that is our final answer. So the first sum was done with 3 operations. The second sum was done with 4 operations. Okay, now I shall be taking up a sum where there is going to be an off. Okay, so let's see. Okay, then here is a question which has an off in it. 5.5 of 2 by 3 minus 3 by 5. Okay. Then comes a plus half divided by 5 by 11. Plus half divided by 5 by 11. This is our question. So what to do? Okay. So here we are going to take it. First thing, we are going to convert the entire sum to improper fractions. Okay, so that is 11 by 2 of, we are just going to write as it is. We will start working on the bracket first. So we have an LCM of 15. Okay, and this is 10 minus 9. Okay, we still haven't opened the bracket. Plus half divided by 5 by 11. Now in these questions, remember, we have to be very patient. We can't be doing some part this side, some part this side. No. Okay, we have to be very patient with our working. One part will solve and the rest of the part we have to keep on copying. So 11 by 2. Here I can change this to an into, and then this is 1 by 15. Okay, so that gives me plus half divided by 5 by 11. Next step, 11, I can make it a 22 now, sorry. I can make this to a 22. So it's 11 by 30, sorry, not 22, plus half into 11 by 5. Okay, now that gives me, now this is not cancelling anymore. Due to the division, I have converted it to the reciprocal. That is 11 by 30 plus, how much is it then? 11 by 30 plus 11 by 10. Because there was no option, nothing cancelled, so I just multiplied. And that gives me, if you take 30 as the LCM, 11 plus, this is a 33, isn't it? And that is a 44 by 30. If you further try to reduce it, you get a 22 by 15. Okay, and that gives you 17 by 15. 17 by 15 is my final answer. Okay, so you've seen that I first worked on the bracket, and once the bracket was simplified and I was in a position to remove the bracket, then I converted the off to into. The plus and the division just got copied as it is, and then finally I have done this multiplication next. I didn't start with the addition because addition comes after multiplication. So I did the addition for multiplication first. Once the multiplication answer was ready, then I started with my addition. Now here was an LCM addition, and finally I have given my answer in mixed fractions. You'll be expected to give your answer in mixed fractions always. Okay, after this we are going to take up one bracket question. And before we start our brackets, let us learn what are the different types of brackets. So what are the different types of brackets that I was talking about all this time? The very first bracket is the square bracket, also called the box bracket at times. Okay, this is the first bracket, the outermost bracket. And then comes the, they also call it the second bracket or the curly bracket. Okay, this is called the curly bracket. Then comes this is the bracket you are very much used to. And then comes also, this is called bar bracket also. Okay, so what is the order in which we should keep solving these brackets? We should first start with the bar bracket. Once it is solved, we solve whatever is there in this first bracket. If this is done, then we come to the curly bracket, and once the curly bracket has been solved, we can open the curly bracket. Then we start with the square bracket. Okay, so in brackets also, these are the 4 types, and here also we have to follow the sequence. Okay, so first this, then the curly, and then the square. Okay, let me take a sum which will make it little more clear for you. Let's take, see, I will take up one question where they have used 3 brackets. Okay, so the question goes like this: 5 1 by 7 minus 3 3 by 10. Okay, and then divided by, it comes to 2 4 by 5, just note the brackets, 2 4 by 5, then minus 7 by 10, minus 7 by 10, and time to close all the brackets. So we shall be closing this curly bracket now. So in this question we have used only two brackets. Okay, very first thing, the moment, let's not look at the brackets at all. We will just work on the mixed fractions, okay, and convert all of them to improper fractions. 36 by 7 minus, keep writing the brackets as it is, this is 33 by 10 divided by, this is 14 by 5 minus 7 by 10, and bracket closed. So I haven't yet started with the brackets at all. 36 by 7 minus 33 by 10 divided by, this is 10, okay, LCM. Now I'm working only on the innermost bracket, note that, okay. I haven't touched anything here. You just have to, no matter how big the question is, okay, don't hurry, you'll go wrong. You just have to keep copying the entire sum and keep working on your first priority bracket, whatever it is, okay. Now here, this is a 28 minus 7, okay, and now I can remove this bracket and continue with my curly bracket. So I'm trying to take a little shortcut there. That is 36 by 7 minus, okay, 36 by 7 minus 33 by 10 divided by, I still haven't worked on my division sign. This is how much? There is a 21 by 10, okay, and curly brackets closed. I am still writing everything, you see, from the beginning I am just writing everything, and minus, this is 33 by 10 into 10 by 21, curly bracket closed, means I am working on the curly bracket now. Okay, so if you see this, now further what do? I am going to cancel, and 3 11 and 3 7. Now you see, I have 36 by 7 minus, this is 11 by 7, which is, okay, so here I have a 7 as the denominator, LCM is 7, 36 minus 11, 36 minus 11, okay, and 36 minus 11 gives us how much? It gives us a 25 by 7. That is not the answer, okay. Let us convert it to mixed now. So that is 7, 3s are 21, so here 3, okay, 4 by 7, isn't it? So 3 4 by 7 is my, this is my final answer. Okay, so this is how step by step we are supposed to open the brackets. Starting from the innermost, we proceed to the outermost, and as we proceed, we don't touch this calculation. We just keep on and on writing it. Okay, so now we shall be taking a very simple question with a bar bracket. Okay, I haven't shown you use of that, so let's take that. 32, okay, minus, then comes a curly bracket, okay. No, I think we'll take a square bracket here, okay. 48 divided by, then comes curly bracket, and a 36 minus, okay, and then comes a minus 18 divided by 9, okay, 36 minus, and then a 27 minus 16, okay, and minus 9, and then there's a bar over these two, and then we start closing all the brackets. We close this, then we have to close this also, we close this, and then we have to close this one also, so we close this. So we have closed all of them. Now we'll start solving. Here, just note how I keep on copying. 32 minus 48. I'll not even be bothered about them. I'll just copy, say, okay, 27. I have copied till here. Now here I'll leave the minus sign. Remember, the minus sign is outside the bracket. 16 minus 9, that is how much? Okay, that is a 7, right? Put the 7 here, close the bracket, close and close. Okay, 32 minus, this is a 48 divided by 36 minus, work on the first bracket. Bar bracket is done. Now we'll work on the first bracket. Now note here, I have just copied. I didn't try even once to attempt. If you start solving the sum from this side also and you feel, okay, let me waste time and not waste time, and so much, why should I waste so many steps? I can finish it faster by solving this and that together. You are definitely going to go wrong. Okay, so here 27 minus 7, and this first bracket we have worked on it. Let's close only the curly and the box bracket. Copy again. Okay, 48 divided by, now here I have a 16 clearly because I got the answer, so I opened the bracket. Okay, and then curly bracket is also out. Now 32 minus, this is a 3, 48 divided by 16 is a 3. Okay, then finally I reach 32 minus 3, and that is a 9. Okay, so here 9, and then this is a 29. Okay, so my final answer is a 29. Okay, so you saw how we solved these brackets one after the other. Okay, so if you follow this, you are definitely going to get your sums right. If you have, that is for today. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks all of you. Let's meet in the next video soon. Bye all of you.